Hello everyone. Today I'm going to demonstrate number sense multiplication techniques. First we're going to start with multiplying by 11s mentally. As you see, I have 11 times 32. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to multiply the ones units. We're going to write down the 2. Okay? Once we write down the 2, we're going to add these two numbers together. 3 plus 2 is what? 5. That's correct. And the last step is you write down the front number, which is 3. Very simple, don't you think? Very simple, basic number sense concept. The next one we're going to multiply 32 times 12. So this is a little bit more challenging, but it's still basically to do it mentally. Anytime you multiply anything by 12, it's called double and add back. So we're going to double the 2, which is 4. Then we're going to double the 3, which is 6, and add back 6 plus 2 is 8. Then you always write down the first number, which is 3. Double and add back. Now, 15. We can do, just as we did double and add back for the 12, we can do times 5 and add back for the 32. But if the number you're multiplying by 15 is even, there's an even easier way called double and half. Let's double 32. Let's half 32. Excuse me. Half of 32 is 16. Half of 32 is 16. And you double the 15, which is 30. 16. Isn't it an easier concept to do? Now, you're not going to write this down on the number sense test. This is what you're going to think in your head. You're going to half of 16, half of 32, which is 16, and you're going to double the 15, which is 30. 30 times 16 is 480. Easier. Now, multiplying by 25s. When you multiply by 25, this is 32 times 25. You divide the number you're multiplying by 25 by 4. 25 times 32. 32 divided by 4 is 8. And you affix 2 zeros, 800. So again, let's reiterate what I did at the beginning. First, we had 32 times 11. 32 times 11, you write down the 2. You add 2 plus 3, which is 5, and you write down the 3. 32 times 12, you write down, you double the 2, which is 4. You double the 3, which is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. And then you put down the 3. For 15, you double and half. You take half of 32, which is 16, and you double the 15, which is 30, and you multiply that. To multiply by 25, you divide by 4. 32 divided by 4 is 8. And you multiply it by 100 and put 2 zeros behind it. That's easy. Now, 32 was a relatively easy number. Let's take an odd number, which is a little bit more challenging, especially for the 15 and 25. We're going to do the same thing here. Let's take 29. I'm going to use a different color. Let's use red. 29 times 11. What you do, I taught you before, you write down the 9. Then you add these two, 9 plus 2, which is 11. Now you're holding 1. You write down the front number, which is 2, and you add that 1, which is 3. Now remember, on the number sense test, you can't do these marks, or you'll be penalized. This is just for the sake of helping you see how to tabulate that. 12. Let's do 29 times 12. Remember, the 12 is double and add back. We're going to double the 9, which is 18. Now, remember, we're holding 1. You can use your finger to hold. Double the 2, which is 4. Add back. 4 plus 9 is 13. Then add the 1 is 14. Now we're holding again. We're holding 1 again. Now with that 1, we're going to add 2, and that will make it 3. For 15, 29 times 15. On this one, we can't do as we did up here, because an even number, the 32 was even, and we can take half of 32, which is 16. So we're going to have to do times 5 and add back just like we did 12. Any number in the teens, 13 through 19, you can take that number and add back. For instance, if it was 13, you multiply it by 3 and add back, or 19, multiply it by 9 and add back. So therefore, we're going to multiply this. 9 times 5 is 45. Put down the 5, hold your 4. 5 times 2 is 10, plus the 4 we were holding. 10 plus 4 is 14, and add back. 14 plus 9 is 23. Put down the 3. Now we're holding the 2. Write down the first number. 2 plus 2 is 4. That's it, 435. And the last one, let's try the 25. 29 times 25. Remember, up here when we multiply 32 times 25, we divide it by 4. Here, we're doing 29 divided by 4. 4 goes into 29 7 times, because 7 times 4 is 28. The remainder is 1. If the remainder is 1, you put 25. If the remainder is 2, you'll put 50, and 3 is 75. But since our number is 1, we'll put 25. Now, these are the basic, easy number sense shortcuts. There are more medium ones and more challenging multiplication techniques. These are the basics that you must start with. And I hope to be doing others in the future. Thank you.